Hey everyone, Zoia Footswitch here, and today we're going to do a quick little overview of this patch I made for the Empress effect Zoia. I gave it this super catchy name, the Footswitch single double tap exclusive switch, and we will break down the name a little bit later. But first let's quickly talk about what's going on here. So this is essentially a kind of layout concept. And not really a patch I expect people to use. It's mostly there to show some possibilities, and you can take this concept yourself and you can expand on it to your liking. So what this patch does, it gives you 6 foot switches essentially, because every foot switch has a single tap and a double tap to set a sound. So right now we're at the first sound, the first switch, a single tap, which gives us a little distortion thing. And now if we double tap the switch, we go to the second sound. Which is a distortion with a little bit of reverb. We can press the second switch. Which gives us a little bit of delay. We can double tap this switch. We go into a delay reverb combination. We have the third switch, which still has the delay and the reverb, but this also has a distortion. Double tap for the last setting, which is clean with a little bit of chorus. And that's the basic functionality of this patch out of the box, but that's not really what I want to tell people about in this video. I mean, that's pretty cool. Gives you quite a few sounds, but the fun thing here is you can quite easily modify this to your taste, because really the only functional part you need to care about in this patch is this little switcher in the bottom row. This gives you 6 discrete latching outputs, which are exclusive, meaning latching, they stay on if you make a selection, right? And they are discrete because they're 6, and they are exclusive, meaning that once you switch, for instance, I switched 1, really hard with the camera, and I switch to 3, the 1 will go off when I switch, and now the 3 will go off, which is quite convenient. Works with double taps, and as you can see, the response on double taps is very fast. That's because the double tap happens instantly. It also negates any taps after the double tap has happened while the delay line is still hot. So if you accidentally press 3 times, it actually doesn't matter, as long as you're within the window of this delay line that's running in the background, which is about 200 milliseconds, I think. You can basically delete everything above this on page 3 and wire these to whatever effects you want to use. So that's pretty cool. The settings that might be interesting with this thing are basically on page 1. You have the delay time setting here. Now, if you find it hard to switch to a specific sound with the double tap, it might be because the delay line is too short. So you have to press too fast. You can up the delay line a little bit to accommodate the speed with which you double tap. Important note here is the higher you set this, the longer it takes to switch single taps, because for the single tap to happen, it actually needs to wait for the entire delay line to complete to make sure there wasn't a second tap. So it's best to not overdo it on that setting. All the other settings in here, well, you can look at them and see if you can figure out how I made this. But aside from that, there's nothing really worth changing in here. So that's essentially this little patch. So the main thing I want to give you with this is that ability to have double taps and single tap switching to essentially enhance the Zoia to a 6 pedal, I guess. So it's a pretty fun little thing. So check it out, make your own thing, make sure to leave a little credit, and I will leave the link to the patch down below. Yeah, that's it for this video. I might do a full breakdown if anyone is interested into that, but that will probably be like an hour or an hour and a half worth of video content, because there's a lot to discuss with this one. And I'm also not 100% sure this is actually the best way to do it, but well, it should at least be pretty educational, because doing this is kind of tricky. For now, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this patch, either as is or that you make some cool stuff with them. And if you do make some cool stuff with this concept, drop them down below in the comments so I can check it out and potentially share it with the rest of the world. Alrighty, bye bye.